Yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh. Hail, Star Troopers.
And we back.
Hail, Star Troopers. My name is Conrad, alongside my friend Fox, and this is the 5th hour of the Space Spinner Starlordathon. It's 8 a.m. here in Los Angeles. It's a live stream where two Americans discuss the UK Sci-Fi Comic Starlord one issue at a time. This hour, we're covering Starlord issue 5, cover date the 10th of June, 1978. This time, Timequake heads to Buckhouse. Mind War cooks up some fly spiders. There's a new disaster for the Robusters. Planet of the Damned is spit roasting, and our buddy Wolf gets a new coat.
Man, it's chow time. What? Oh,
Yeah.
Nice. Get some duds.
Yeah,
Love
always.
me some wolf duds.
Definitely. You can find the comics we're covering today in Strontium Dog SGH New Files 1, Robusters Volume 1, Planet of the Damned Collection, and the Judge Dredd Magazine issues 408 and 409. Cover we got here, another Kev O'Neill one with a giant spaceship, the Lep-R, smashing through the side of an office building, 10,000 dead, 25 million in danger. Can the Robusters save the day?
Marginally, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is going to be a bad one, Hammerstein.
Man, I love the happy face on the nose of this ship.
Definitely. I just love the use of color here. It feels like Kev O'Neill's using every color in the box of crayons. Also, I love this lady right here, just sort of falling to her death. Like, whoa.
Oh, this is going to be a rough one.
Absolutely. All right. So let's dive in and get started on this story with Blueprint 1, Mind Wars.
I love that he starts this off with, "Activate it, worthless scum." Man, he's bad guy to the bone. Love it.
Oh, yeah. Narutha. He's Narutha-less, buddy.
Put on your sunglasses and start the show.
Script, Alan Hebden. Art, Jesus Redondo. Lettering, Steve Potter. In the healing tank, Arlen is manipulated by the evil juggler. He commands the bridge crew to take control of the ship and set course for Earth. The crew of the ship tries to get to the bridge, but another force field is blocking the door. Ardeni thinks it's Arlen, and indeed, the sickbay door is the same. They can't get into it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she can't break the field without harming Arlen, so it's a stalemate until Yosei has an idea. He runs to the secondary bridge of the ship and does an order to make Ortega's Folly disassemble into smaller ships.
Oh, my God, this picture.
It's amazing. It's like that one season of Voltron where it's a bunch of different, like, tiny cars.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It just bursts away into like 24 different little spaceships and stuff.
I want this playset.
Arlen's control on the bridge is broken, and Ardeni rushes to his side, but not all is well, as the sections our hero is in is damaged, and they're forced to land on the planet Ujubum. And their descent is closely watched by the juggler. They land hard in a swampy part of the planet. Oh no. And Commodore D'Souza dies in the crash. Oh no, yet another sort of casual death by a secondary cast member in the course of Mind Wars.
Gotta have these red shirts. Man, I love that there's just overgrowth and goo.
Oh yeah, it's real gross. Good stuff. Ardeni's feeling real bad about their state, but the alien second in command, Kola Rashnik, is reassuring to her. At least until they come onto a bunch of alien natives being attacked by killer fly spiders. Oh no!
That's like two of the worst things to combine. The annoyance and the, I don't like spiders.
Insect and arachnid in one package.
Oh man, they got a big old mouth. Look, oh, he's actually kind of cute. He's like, meh. Gonna get ya. Jump in this water? I don't think so.
Nah. The twins focus on a nearby lake and use the water to boil the monsters away. It cooks fly spiders here. Pretty excellent. Just totally destroyed.
Man, that's how you stop a locust swarm right there.
Definitely. And now they're heroes at last. Hooray!
Plus, we got all these boiled bugs what we can eat, right?
Definitely. They're brought into the native village on their being carried on the shoulders of the local folks.
Hell yeah.
And things are good, but as they do, Yosei Tillman rushes to the space phone to report to Dr. Varn, the controller of the Federation, and he says that the kids can't be allowed near Earth. They have too much uncontrolled power, so kill them now.
Oh my god. Thanks, Beard Sky Dad.
Seriously. Yosei is torn, but seems ready to do the deed. Next time.
One mustache speaks to another one. You kind of have to have respect, mutual mustache respect.
I guess. Listen, my mustache is not nearly as glorious as these guys, but I don't think I'd also take their orders to kill my friends. I don't know.
I'm just saying, kill these kids.
Fair. Next time on Mind Wars by the Black Galaxy, he's killing Cola.
I mean, some people just really like it. I'm more of a Sprite man myself.
Cola's the name of the alien second-in-command guy, for the record. Anyway, let's continue on. I guess, speaking of spaceships flying uncontrollably, Fox, let's go.
God.
To Blueprint 2, Robusters.
Man, Mission Control, we have ourselves a problem. Penetrate this building. How do you fuck up a launch of a ship that bad?
Ground control to Major Tom.
This building's hit. There's something wrong.
Ooh, that's nice. Script Bill Henry, art Ian Kennedy, letterer Peter Knight. Listen, we got a spaceship, so Ian
gotta shoot it up.
Ian Kennedy is there.
Oh my god.
So I'm not familiar with Bill Henry. He did a story for Tornado as well, which I might talk about someday. Ooh. Anyway, today, though, in the Yucca Desert, the Air Force is launching a LEP-R missile with a scary cargo. Don't worry about it. Even more scary, as it's launched, its gyros are broken and it goes wildly out of control.
God, double-check the gyros, you ding-dong.
Nah, I don't do that. Which means that it travels 6,000 miles away and it slams into a 400-story high-rise called Midpoint, which I'm told is a building in London called Center Point. I'll take your references, folks, in the chat. I'll live it up. Fine. It goes all the way through, but then stops. It's a bloomin' disaster.
I am really surprised at the structural integrity of this building.
It's built solid. Some suggesting Bill Henry's another Chris Lauder pseudonym. I mean, it always could be. It doesn't. That's not what they say on Barney. So that's sort of what I'm going with for what is a pseudonym and what isn't, I guess. Anyway, time to call the Robusters. Quartz actually in Midpoint as it's hit. Luckily,
not good.
There's already 10,000 people dead on the just initial impact. And a blazing inferno beneath them, so Quartz really has no choice to call out these Robusters before getting a contract signed, basically.
Jeez. Man, there's just so many people falling out of that building.
Yeah, it's terrible. The bots are called in even as people jump from the buildings to their deaths. And again, prescient in a pretty terrifying way here. The robots go about evacuating with their usual aplomb, pulling people out with retractable arms and bursting through walls and stuff like that.
That's actually really great. Just like, I'll pick you up, ma'am.
Yeah, fine, here we go.
And Hammerstein's doing the hammer thing. That's great.
Yeah, listen, again.
Although I guess I wouldn't bash down walls right now. Feel like that's probably not the safest thing.
What, because there's fire in there?
Well, less walls, less integrity.
You're a coward,
well, I guess
buddy.
they landed
You don't know
fucking...
All right? Robots don't care about that. Anyway, things are going pretty well, but then Howard Quartz gets a call. The robot was full of undestroyable nuclear waste matter. Its cooling system is broke, so it's about to explode with highly toxic nuclear sludge. That's the worst kind of nuclear sludge, Fox.
I mean, it's one of my lowest rated sludges, to be perfectly honest.
Bottom sludge. The government
Yeah.
will pay well to have it disposed of, but I'm not sure even the Robustas can handle that.
Oh, please tell me Rojas just eats all of it.
Next week, don't panic, don't panic, we're doomed.
I mean, that's a lot of nuclear things inside that. So wait, we're just gonna launch all the waste into
Yeah.
space. Oh man, that reminds me of the giant ball of trash from Futurama.
I mean, you just toss it in the sun right away, you know?
Yeah, helps add some goo, sun goo.
The sun could use more goo, Fox.
I'm not even gonna argue that point because it is blatantly true.
Hey, listen, like, stay tuned for when we watch movies, and Conrad has a hours-long rant about the garbage planet in that Kurt Russell vehicle Soldier. I got
Oh my
opinions,
God.
Fox. Don't like a garbage planet. Anyway, after that, there's a page. Starlord beats us at a Starfax editorial here, but mostly he's warning about an Instel-fed spy here on Earth, and we got rules for Star Blast, which seems very like a lot of like just filling in boxes. I didn't read these, Fox. I gotta say, I don't know how to play these games, but you can for 40 pence get a pretty sweet skateboard pendant just to wear.
This is so the 70s. I hope it's huge.
Me too. I mean, especially because these are different from skateboards that I know, Fox. Like, they don't have like trucks at this point. I think it's just sort of like skateboards are just kind of dollies in this period, is my understanding.
Oh, really?
I think so. Could be wrong. Willing to hear from others. But I guess what I don't know. Speaking of strange technology, Fox, I guess.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it. Electronux.
Yeah, let's go to Blueprint 3 Strontium Dog.
Time to punch and hammer and throw a thing and watch out for fire. It's going to be great.
Ah, punch, nux, it's all in the mind.
In the mind. Yeah. If you want to test Johnny, I'm sure you'll find.
Ooh. Script, John Wagner as T.B. Grover. Art, Carlos Esquerra. Lettering, Jack Potter. Papa Porca celebrates with his men when Johnny Alpha come rocking in with a beam polarizer.
Hell yeah.
It's a big spinning sky top, I guess. It draws in all blaster fire like a magnet, and the boys wade in just to kick the crap out of these dudes.
Oh, man. I mean,
Look at these.
Sternhammer just jumps in and smashes two of them at once. It's beautiful.
Big hammers, big electro knucks. Everybody's taking a bunch of guys out and stuff like that. You know, I think this image here actually of the boys rocking in and Johnny tossing the beam polarizer, that's a real iconic Strontium Dog image right there.
Strong agree.
But as they fight, Papa Pork takes the captain of the Astroliner hostage.
Got a knife to his throat. It's the knife's dilemma.
Again, it's a whole thing. Sorry, let's take a pause here for another page of Hell Planet. Ooh, beast there is. Just more of these dudes. I like these little red guys eating this bat.
He has a med pack on his calf.
Boot pack.
What's going on with that gun holster? It's in the wrong direction. I mean, I guess, well, maybe he's got like weird arms.
So many aliens do.
That's why I don't like him. Weird arms.
So with the knife to his throat, Johnny tells Wolf to nix the beam polarizer. And we're into... here we go. And then Johnny uses blaster. He does that thing where the beam goes through the captain and then hits Papa Porca.
That's such a move that was around this time. It's the laser that you have to... what was the Moon Olympics?
Yeah. The Space Olympics. That was a big battle between Mega City 1 and East Meg, where they had to fight people, and they had like long range beam things.
But it would only explode at the distance they set it. It's just such a weird weapon.
One of these space weapons. That's oh man, I'm all over the place. Get these pages back. Okay.
Yeah.
Freaking middle thing. I hate it. Okay, there we go. With the pirate leader at gunpoint, Johnny tells the pirates to surrender and return any prisoners. Johnny lets Papa go after he promises not to attack the astroliner.
Man,
but of
don't
course,
do that.
yeah, once they let him go, he immediately goes back on his word, you know?
Yeah, he's a bad guy and also a pirate.
Yeah, but luckily that's when Johnny activates the mini nuke he hid in Papa Porca's pocket and his ship explodes, all right? Thank you and good night.
Great to see Mini Nukes coming back again.
Always. The astroliner captain apologizes for his treatment of Johnny, and the boys go to check on the Gronk, but he's in a bad way, sadly.
Oh no! What's this? His heart's is?
They couldn't handle the action, you know?
Oh, or satisfaction.
Oh no, the excitement of the whole thing's been too much for his heartses, and he has one last request, that Wolf skin him and make him a jerkin. It's his dying wish.
What the
That's how they do it for Gronks. They got customs.
Oh my god.
It's his dying wish, so Wolf pulls out a knife and does so with his nice furry new coat.
Oh yeah. Okay, so now the look is basically complete for old Sternhammer.
Absolutely. Yeah, they bury the Gronk in space. The rest of the
Which
trip
just means jettisoning him.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how they do it. It's like being buried at sea, but it's space. And this for the rest of the trip in first class. Next time, go for your blasters.
Gotta shoot first, man.
Yeah, crazy. Wolf
Pretty good.
Just wearing Gronk's skin this whole time.
Yeah, I did not know that. That really changes some things. I mean, it's his kind of like how, he's like, skin you. Like, what the fuck? I love how he's drawing him just like, because he's so animated.
Yeah.
Sternhammer gets all the faces, and they're all the best faces. He's got the best faces.
Oh, Jesus. But
I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
I mean, this era of Wolf is way more animated and generally than we see a lot of big. I mean, like you said, we see a lot of big faces from Wolf in a way that I don't think we see when he comes to 2000 AD. There he's much more stoic, and Johnny kind of becomes the star, I think.
Big face energy.
Like, look at this guy. He's crazy. Got those eyes. Can't trust that. And hey, speaking of crazy eyes, Fox.
Oh my god, and it's real awkward. I was looking at it the whole time.
Can't look away. Let's go to Blueprint 4, Planet of the Damned. Scripter by Pat Mills is Ari Wright. Art Alfonso Espiri. Lettering Tom Frame. Right? I think that's right. Oh, yeah. No, it's Pena who's drawing. I've messed it all up. Anyway, business tycoon Lou Kerr is the main attraction of this party by Charlie's Angels. It involved him being tied to a stick and then carried to a big old fire. So like I said, cannibal adjacent here. We aren't saying words, but this
they are slobbering. Like the guy in the bottom right corner is drooling over this idea.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Drooling. The passengers can't do anything about it, but of course our buddy Flint is prepared to make a rescue. At least until those damn Nazis show up and take him captive. Just Nazis everywhere, Fox.
I'm telling you, man, they're always causing grief. Look at the shenanigans. Got him at gunpoint, trying to stop him, yelling at him to be quiet, saying he's stupid.
All this stuff, it's terrible.
Nazis, they're just really, annoying mostly.
Definitely, yeah. They make Flint lead them to Hagen's camp as Captain Roker from the airplane tries to save Kerr, but got kicked into the bonfire for his trouble. I believe that kills him. I don't know if he shows up later.
I mean, face full of fire, you're not really recovering very well. Also, Definitely. Great boot kick.
Yeah, it's good times. Suddenly, Schmidt and the Germans appear, and it's just a big fight time. Flint jumps
the
in
Nazis
on the action.
Are rescuing these people.
Well, I mean, they're just more sort of ambushing the Charlie's Angels, and then sort of escape. And then our guys are able to escape in the melee, basically.
God. It's just insane. What is going on?
He tells the passengers to run and that Kerr is good as dead. And suddenly a swarm of abhumans is called to the melee. as the few remaining passengers and Flint try to leave to head to this mysterious sanctuary he's been talking about.
Acid spit. Acid spit.
It's real bad.
Oh man, they're taking Lou away.
Yeah, so we pause briefly for this ad for a rotoplane.
Hell yeah.
Sky's the limit, buddy.
Oh wow. Okay, guys.
And then,
as seen on TV.
Yeah, you can find ads for it on YouTube if you're interested. I guess it looks kind of interesting.
A styrofoam.
It's just kind of a kite, basically.
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
yeah, the abhumans are upon both Angel and Nazi. Schmidt is killed by the abhumans, and the rest of the Nazis then decide to join Hogan. So it's sort of a mixed ally and Axis group running through the wasteland now.
This is not a good look here. Once you start bringing on Nazis and your cannibals, everything is just like not a good look from a bad guy standpoint.
Listen, we got a big tent. We got to let everybody in. The abs are distracted by Kerr, and they take his body off somewhere as the rest of these jerks make a run for it. Meanwhile, the survivors are moving along a cliff face, and Flint says that the vista ahead of them is Sanctuary.
What, that flat top mountain?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Next time, she's drowned, dead on dry land.
What the? All right. Okay. Yeah. So this is weird.
Oh, yeah.
Land of the Damned is real weird. It's this kind of constant reminder that we're in the 70s, man. I'm really digging it just because anything goes within Planet of the Damned.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they don't care. People getting set on fire. Good amount of abhuman slaughter. Different groups of bad guys teaming up. It doesn't matter.
I like that. That's their go-to move is just look and spit.
I mean, it seems to work.
It fucking works great. It sets people on fire, for God's sake.
Definitely. You gotta love it.
Oh, I love it.
Speaking of Nazis, Fox, on the topic.
Jesus.
On the topic of
one
your
Nazi
buddy,
to
the
another.
Nazis.
Yeah.
Let's go to Blueprint 5, Timequake. Script, Chris Lauder's Jack Adrian. Art, Magalani, Salinas lettering, Jack Potter. So Salinas took over last episode, and he'll be with us for the rest of Timequake, basically.
Okay.
This time base we're in, it's in a mortician shop in 1978. Right. It's being broke into by these no-good Nazis. Luckily,
these no-good Nick Nazis?
No. Luckily, because it's a funeral parlor, Blocker and the base chief can stuff a few dudes into coffins and then use those coffins to jam the door shut.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, these Nazis are pretty ruthless. Who could have guessed? So
it's time to kill our own men.
Yeah. They established themselves as evil. I wouldn't have guessed that because they're Nazi.
Oh, weird. I guess we're just going to have to throw this potato grenade in there and blow up our dudes. Expendable. Screaming expendable while he does it.
That's the key.
Oh, my God. Expendable!
Blocker and the base head, who's named Stein, or maybe Steiny, I'm not sure. Sort of calls them both.
You're stymied by this name, man.
Oh, no. They rush down to the basement where the time machines are kept, but Stein's hit in the crossfire. So Blocker goes kill crazy on these Nazis.
He's shooting and beating them with the gun? This is great.
Come on. A lot of ways to kill these Nazis. It's always a fun time.
Throw them down a hatch, I guess?
Yeah. The swarm of baddies bowls Blocker into the time base where Steiny's managed to open a time portal but not crawl through. So Blocker tosses Steiny through the warp, then uses his machine gun to blow up the time gear, scrambling a couple of Nazis that were trying to make the jump as well. They're scattered over 85 billion years.
They are not looking good right now.
Yeah, that means he can't escape.
Nuts.
But is just sort of the way things go, and he quickly gets pistol whipped by some of these Nazis.
Man, one pistol whip and the man goes down.
Sad. I need two. I got to
The pistol whip is the chloroform of its time, you know.
I feel like they're contemporaneous, honestly. Like maybe chloroform's more for a lady, I guess, as opposed to the pistol whip is for a man.
I would say chloroform is more for Tintin than anybody else. That man has got it
all the time.
Yeah. The dog got chloroformed, for God's sake.
Snowy knows how to party, all right? We know it. Everybody knows it.
Blister and blue barnacles.
All right, so, where am I at? Yes, okay. So he's pistol whipped. He's carried off by SS guys. The Reichleiter won't be pleased, but at least they got Blocker, if not the time equipment. Blocker wakes up a few hours later. His time straps has been taken. He looks outside. He's in Buckhouse.
Oh, snap. What is Buckhouse?
Buckingham Palace.
Okay. That now just makes a lot of sense.
Been turned into a Nazi maximum security prison. End in the comic.
A palace? Oh, wow.
But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, like old palaces and fortresses and stuff become prisons sometimes. I mean, that's what the Bastille is in France. It was sort of at one point a palace, and then it became a fort, and then it was a prison by the time it was, everybody got revolutionary and stuff.
I'd just use it for its cool-ass house status.
Well, I mean, they are doing that also, for the record.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, they're enjoying those giant chandeliers.
Yeah. He's taken to an officer hanging out in a sumptuous apartment playing on a very fancy piano. He's the Gauleiter of London. And he's got a triptych of paintings up on the wall. Pretty awesome.
I love a triptych.
One of a nice old Hitler here. And then the other of Martin Bormann, chief of the Nazi Party Chancellery and Hitler's private secretary. In real life, he's believed to have been killed by Russians, but his body was never found. He was tried in absentia in Nuremberg, and then kind of became a Nazi Elvis, basically, like where he was definitely dead, but, periodically people would say that they spotted him one place or another or something like that.
All right.
I stand by my Nazi Elvis reference. I feel like that's pretty solid.
That's pretty good.
He's too young in this painting, though, obviously. Like, he was one of Hitler's contemporaries, so he shouldn't be still, like, not an old guy in this painting, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it was... See, here's the question I have. Why would you do the old Hitler painting and not, like, the young Hitler painting?
Well, one, I mean, they did have that vote to determine which one, whether it be old Hitler or young Hitler.
As we know, fascists very famous for their voting rights.
Bringing back that Nazi Elvis. We're talking about it a lot.
Oh God!
But I mean, also you'd want current ones. Like they'd probably send out like a new painting every year or something like that to update your shit.
It's a yearly almanac. Oh, that's great.
But anyway, could this mean that Bormann is this traitorous time trooper, Fox?
Oh, what the fuck?
A member of Time Control, a no-good Nazi? We'll find out soon, I guess.
I mean, it sounds like the answer is yes. The foreshadowing here is pretty thick. It's just stating it at this point.
Definitely. Next time, press the red button marked 10.
I feel like that's not a good button to press.
And I'll say here is really where, like, we saw it before, but I really want to, like, I can't believe I haven't said it yet. As much as we talk about the similarities between Blocker and Bill Savage, to me, he's really clearly based on, like, a mid-70s, like, Jack Nicholson here,
Oh, yeah.
Like, sort of a 5 easy pieces Jack Nicholson,
Yeah.
Whatever. I can really see it in his face here is what I'm trying to say. Anyway. All that said, Fox, we've reached the end of another issue of Starlord 5 in the books.
Good Lord God, how did we get here?
Oh, I mean, I think we're blazing through these, having a good time,
Having a good time.
That's right. Rocket blueprint, going off to Mars. Pilot.
Collision.
Got my pilot badge here. But anyway.
Hell yeah.
Fox, I must know, what are your top and bottom thrills for this issue 5?
My blueprints. Which one of you do I like? I'm gonna. I want to give it to Planet of the Damned, but you lose points for Nazis in my book. And man, oh man, Strontium Dog was super rad. Plus, what the fuck? It's a Gronk on his shoulder this whole time. That one's ooh boy, that one's a weird one for me. But very good. Lots of action. Got some Electronux. Got some. I mean, Sternhammer throwing his hammer across a thing to kill
fighting.
the. Yeah, it was just. I don't know. The pacing's just real good, and then the surprise mini nuke is always just appreciated.
No one expects it for sure.
No one expects the surprise nuke. For bottom. Not gonna give it to Mind Wars because Mind Wars got to kill these kids. I will insist upon it.
Gotta kill these kids.
It's a fucking thing, man. They gotta go. I'm gonna give it to Timequake this time. Good, great action. Again, like this is more of a. We have so much here that's pretty good, but you know, I could have stood for just a lot more of the shooting and violence instead of the let's just go to the jail and then talk about some things and then find out that a Nazi's a time cop. All right, Nazis. So Conrad.
Yeah.
My darling, my angel. Your blueprints, the toppity-toppitest, and the most disgusting of bottom dwellers.
Oh, man.
I know, they're good.
I think I am going to say my tippity-top is that Mind Wars, Fox. Gotta kill these kids.
You do have to kill these kids. I insist upon it.
I love, like, this page where this ship breaks into a bunch of different pieces.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a good one.
So cool. I love it so much. I like the idea of it and stuff. It's really neat. And then, like, just how, again, like, I think Angry Ardini is really my favorite part of the
the eyes.
of the comic. These eyes, the eye. Look at the eyes on Ardini. It's real good. Just a lot of it. I like this. Honestly, I like them being carried around by these villagers and stuff. That's real fun, too. It's good times. And then for my bibbity bottom, it's tough.
It is tough.
I mean... I guess... I guess it's the Nazi ones. It's either Timequake or Planet of the Damned, I think.
Oh, take that, Nazis! You'll not get a top spot from Conrad.
Yeah.
You could do a double feature on that.
No. I think I'm gonna say I'll join you with Timequake. I think.
Yeah.
I like
not enough time cop stuff going on in Timequake.
I thought it was okay. I do like this fighting. I love when these bad guys kill their own guys. You know, that's always
the grenade was a good touch.
But like, I definitely feel like there must I wonder if you were really into World War Nazi hunting stuff or something like that. You'd be like, whoa, Martin Bormann, I know who that guy is, and he's a big bad guy. And so you're sort of like, whoa, like that guy's coming back and stuff. But for me, it's just kind of like, okay, like, I don't know. Like
it's a Nazi.
I had to go to Wikipedia to make sure that like this was a real person instead of just another made up guy, you know?
Because they do that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, why not, you know? But so I guess I'll say, Timequake at the bottom here. But all that said, oh man, all right, thank you so much for sticking by us for another episode. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. If you like what you're hearing, of course, check out our weekly podcast about 2000 AD from your favorite podcast provider. You can contact us at spacespinner2000@gmail.com, the 2000 AD forums, or on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter pages. Twitter at spacespinner2k. Everything else, look up spacespinner2000. You'll find us there. And if you'd really like to support us, and we appreciate it, feel free to check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/Crataline. And again, in the About section of our channel here, we've got links to collected editions for the comics we're covering. So check them out, support these publishers, things like that. Come back next hour as Mind Wars is under the gun, Robusters head outside, Strontium Dog metastasizes, the bridges are alive in Planet of the Damned, and Timequake gets blimpy.
What?
That's right. Until then, I'm Conrad there, Fox, and we are the Space Spinner Starlordathon. Keep watching the skies. What? All right.